Welcome back to Race Report, everyone. Today I have a bit of a question for all of you watching and listening along with me. And it's, has the Hamilton and Verstappen battle gone a bit too far this season? I've seen a lot of discourse online regarding this point, and I see a lot of people saying, it's been fair but tough racing. And I also see a lot of people saying, it's gone a bit far, what are we even doing anymore? I wanted to pose a bit of a question, really. Obviously, this season has been one of the best we've had in such a long time. It's been so competitive, and we've actually got a battle at the front between two separate teams, something that we've not seen in quite a while. So for anyone catching up, at the front of the grid right now, we've got Lewis Hamilton, 7-time world champion, trying to do it for the 8th, break that record of Michael Schumacher's. And we've also got Max Verstappen going for his first world title. And I think it's easy to say that these two guys are head and shoulders above the rest of the field. They are the best drivers in the best cars, and it has been one of the best fights we've had in F1, potentially ever. But we have seen in the past couple races, things just starting to get a little bit tetchy. I think the first real flashpoint was in Monza at the Italian Grand Prix. Verstappen was way out in front in that race, but then he had a slow pit stop. Red Bull team's fault there. But as he came back out, he came out alongside Hamilton, and the two crashed together, both going out of the Grand Prix. We then had another incident in Brazil. There was a moment where Hamilton went to overtake around the outside. Verstappen also ran wide whilst he was overtaking him, and both drivers went off the track. In the end, Verstappen ended up keeping that place, but it was a hotly debated topic of, did Verstappen force Hamilton off the track? In the end, the steward said no, it was hard but fair racing, but it did spark a big question. A question of consistency, considering that move had been done earlier in the season and people had been penalised, and a question of whether we'd see that in future races as well. We did have Charles Leclerc, who's in a Ferrari driver, come out and say if he can drive that way and get away with it, then he's going to be doing that from now on. But moving forward to the race we just had, and the inspiration for this video really, at Jeddah in Saudi Arabia, where we've seen multiple incidents between both Verstappen and Hamilton. They've touched, they've hit each other, they've gone off the track together, again, multiple times in a single race this time. This time in Jeddah, Max Verstappen was found to be penalised twice for two separate incidents. Once where he went off track and gained position, overtaking Hamilton in the process, and the second time where he decelerated sharply when trying to let Hamilton overtake him. Now I think both these incidents in isolation, while strange, especially that one where he braked, would be fine, but if you put them in the context of the race and the championship, I think they're adding up to something, and it's potentially something that we're not going to want to see. Ultimately, what we want to see as fans is a race between the two best guys for the World Championship, right? And that's exactly what we've got for Abu Dhabi. The guys are level on points. Hamilton and Verstappen are level on points. It's a winner-take-all situation. However, based on what we've just seen, we can't rule out that the decision will be made by an incident, a crash of some sort. And that's exactly the opposite of what we want to see as fans, right? Of course, both guys are under an immense amount of pressure. It's literally the last race and the championship is on the line. But I just want somebody to sit them both down and go, all right, you're being a bit silly, lads. Calm it down, shake hands, and let's go do this thing. I think personally, I'm still trapped in this magical dream world of F1 being the gentleman's sport, where everybody respects each other, because if they don't and a crash does happen, that could lead to very bad things. While this aggressive driving does rub me up the wrong way, I don't think it's anything we haven't seen before. Schumacher, widely hailed as one of the best, if not the best driver of all time, quite often drove the same way that Max Verstappen is driving right now. Aggressive, to the limit, maybe sometimes over the limit, and look what he did. In the end, my dream will be that both of them end up finishing the race, whatever order they want to finish in. May the best man win. We get no instance that people can look to and point, oh, my driver lost because of this, or your driver won because of that. Hopefully it's just a good, clean race, and we can celebrate this championship for what it is. One of the best championships in a good number of years now. I wanted to get your guys' opinions on what you feel like this final race in Abu Dhabi is going to be like, and has it gone too far? Is it going to go further in the final race? And ultimately, what do you want to see out of this final race as well? So let me know in the comments. Please do remember to keep it respectful. I've seen a lot of fighting online. Let's just try and enjoy what we've got going right now in F1. Let me know in the comments, and I'll catch you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching that video. I really do appreciate the support. If you want to see more from me, I'm going to put a couple of extra videos on the left-hand side of the screen here for you. Just go ahead and click on one of those. On the right-hand side of the screen, I'm going to put a subscribe button. If you want to support me and support the channel, I very much appreciate it. Thank you.